All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm so lost on this with the new setup. It's definitely a better setup, but it is taking a second for me to figure out. Sorry for the delay. I know there's thousands of people ready for me to go live. What's up, Vatuda? Hey, I'm at the new spot. I'm in Fullerton. Glad to be in OC. All right. Just give it a couple minutes or a couple seconds. No, I'm actually Futura. I'm actually what's it called with OCSC looking at getting their half season membership. Because I don't know if I want to do media the entire time. I want to get some like the fan stuff. Dude, same. I'm so excited. It's also I'm so hyped to be like close where I was living before. I was basically like an hour and a half to either Alta or OCSC. So at least now I'm close to OCSC. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this new streaming thing. I'm fully all over the place. Yeah, no, I mean that's definitely the move. It's you gotta get that season long. It's so annoying to keep applying over and over again. So now I get it. But yeah, alrighty. So I'm gonna just get into it. Thanks for everybody that's joined. So first off, so I actually came prepared this time. I have like notes. But just in general, again, I'll touch a little bit more on USL one and like I don't know, once I'm kind of through it. Some of these players are coming from USL one to USL championship, but this is just some of the kind of things. There were so many transfers, and I get it's weird with the USL championship too, with the potential. I don't know how realistic it is that there is like a full on strike, but I think that definitely played a factor in certain teams either going all out or kind of staying in the background depending on financials. But the first one I've written down, I mean, Raiko Rosarena, the Cuban national team goalkeeper, or at least he's one of the kind of two they use. He's gotten a lot of run the last few months, or the last few windows, I should say. Him going from Las Vegas to New Mexico, he's one of the ones New Mexico lost. Hey, what's up, Monstro? Good to see you, man. It's with New Mexico in the championship, man. They lost like almost like a half their roster. And that's the case with a lot of these teams. There is so much overturn this year, especially in the championship. I mean, there's certain USL 1 teams too that also have that turnover, but New Mexico lost so many people and they're bringing in so many people. I've seen a lot of their fans kind of be like, oh, we're basically like Las Vegas Lights 2, like version 2, just taking all of their good players. So I think there is a certain worry as, Cal Jennings, that would be, I'm going to assume because you're a Hartford fan, Bradley Airport is All right, thank you for clarifying. I'm not as big of an airport guy. I also haven't been to Hartford. That's one of the ones I need to get out to this year. And same with I see a Hudson River Hives in. I really need to get out to a Cosmos Westchester game. I feel like that's one of the true. They haven't even played a game yet, and like in the rivalry rankings I did with Tumbleweed Times, they were kind of my number one or one of the top ones I picked. Those fan bases haven't even played a game against each other and they hate each other already, which again, you love to see because it means there's passion. But New Mexico in general, it's Ryko is such a huge kind of Cosmos route in San Diego. Yeah. Oh, low key, I'm only an hour out. I get they're not like open trainings, but oh yeah, no, I think I actually put in the rankings Cosmos Hearts. I think I put that above Westchester Heart. I could or Westchester Cosmos. I could be wrong. Yeah, because I'll be real. I have a soft spot for Westchester. They were like the first team I actually covered for this page. But man, some of that, it's just, just doesn't look amazing right now. And there's like great people at that club. They do have good fans and stuff like that, just in general. I mean, it's tough when you have an international brand in Cosmos coming in and kind of stealing all the shine. But hey, it's a dog eat dog world. Not going to spend time here feeling bad for him. Yeah, so it's Portland Cosmos is the opener. I'm pretty sure, right? But yeah, no, just in general, again, going back, I'll keep checking with chat and stuff. I mean, it's basically this is all just chat. Hey, what's up, Local 11? No, honestly, just really talking with chat. I have a bunch of transfers to go over, but there is no rush to get to those. I'd much rather talk with chat. Yeah, Cosmos, Hartford Cosmos is going to be cool too, because I mean, Hartford fans are awesome fans and they really travel well. So I think that'll be a sick away day. Yeah, so it is Cosmos away. Okay, yeah, so it is Hartford at Cosmos. But man, it's just yeah, dude, Augie Williams. So I have Augie. I'll just talk about that now while you're in here, Monstro. So it's with Augie Williams, man. Him going because you guys, I think, did you guys lose a striker, right? I thought I had this written down, but I think I had another guy. But it was just come back. Flynn also. Yeah, I mean Cal Jennings and Augie. I feel like to a certain extent, again, if you got the money for it, that's awesome. But man, Augie Williams and Cal Jennings both up top. I mean, that would be like that's tough, man. I like that's ridiculous, but it's almost like a little bit, I don't know, too much wealth. I don't know how to put it. But Kyle Edwards. Okay, yeah, so he was. I knew you guys lost somebody. So yeah, I mean that would be an insane upgrade to have both of them replaced there. But yeah, I mean Northeast USL is ridiculous right now. Makes me jealous as somebody on the West Coast because it costs a lot of money for me to go out and get a good bang for my buck. Going to the Northeast, but again, can't hate. I mean, I really just have kind of the two teams out here for now. Santa Barbara getting here will make it a little easier, but just man, the only other ones, Boise makes it a little better, but I mean, AV Alta having their closest away day being Spokane last year is ridiculous. But the airport I just moved out to is introducing direct flights from Santa Ana, it's the Orange County airport, to Spokane. So that's going to be hype. Also, LAX to Portland, Maine is now about to be a new thing. So that's going to be a game changer for me. So literally like in the last week, airlines have added 2 like direct flights. Yeah, Boise definitely. It's still what's it called, man? Boise's just so far from Los Angeles or Lancaster in the Antelope Valley. Hey, yeah, before I get into some USL stuff, as I have been, shout out to Temecula FC from the stands. You're the GOAT. I think I'm going to go out. I have that written in my plans. So I'm going to most likely be there for the Saturday, January 31st one. So that's going to be electric. I'm so hyped to actually finally get out and see the Quails. Where I was at last night, it's a lot easier to get out to local Temecula games and Orange County out here. Man, Spokane. I can't. I'm not going to act like a fake fan here because I was sitting in the Knoxville supporters section and kind of cosplaying a Knoxville fan for the final. But man, some of the fans, and I met some of the fans that traveled from Spokane and stuff. Just so cool, man. I like Spokane fans are awesome. Yeah, boy, I could see. I'll be real, Hudson River. I can't see anybody replicating the Hearts, just because I feel like they did every single thing right, from roster construction to the fan experience to just how the clubs run itself. It's good. That's a really high bar, but I do think Boise. I mean, I was listening to some of the USL show last night, and man, their signings are like legit. And for a first year squad, it does remind me, like you're saying, a lot of the Hearts in terms of that. I just don't know. Portland, Maine is such a weird in a good way. It's not as weird as the other Portland. They're like proud to be weird, but it's weird in a great way where there's like this real sense of community, even though it is a pretty large metro area. I don't think Boise compares necessarily. Let me look that up. Boise metro population, because I remember commenting something. Oh, so never mind. It is. I think it is much larger. Okay, yeah. So it's about 300K. Because I remember commenting like, what's it called? Oh, like Portland itself only has like 100K or something. They look like what they're doing, and all the Portland fans, rightfully so, jumped on me. And they're like, "Yeah, like the city itself only has a certain amount, but like the overall metro area with the different kind of neighborhoods is much bigger. But they definitely their fans are annoying as fuck. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna comment as I have like Portland Hearts of Pine jersey up there. I like wear their jerseys on stuff. I love their fans, but I could see how as a Cosmos fan, they definitely could get on your nerves. Yeah, no, totally, man. Yeah, but who will last? Cosmos or Westchester? Take a Yeah, I don't know, man. I again, like, not to be gruesome, but like, gun to my head, like, I have to make a decision, man. But again, to be fair, I'm saying like, oh, it would be Cosmos. But at a certain extent, man, like we haven't seen Cosmos actually do it again. They've already failed twice as a club. I get this is like a much different kind of direction they're going in, especially from the fans. I remember interviewing the Hudson River Hive, and they were like, "No, no, we're a fully new thing." At least from the supporters group. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hudson River Hive, if you're still on. Yeah, it's Westchester, and again, the fans that go to the Westchester games, they are into it and stuff. But again, it's when you don't have the product on the field. That's why I feel so bad. Like Ari, one of their head of community outreach, he's doing the right things, and it's you could tell that team that the players really buy in. But again, if you don't see any real, especially at home, I think they had their first home win. Uh, Good home results are so huge in the USL, especially in USL League One. Just to have, yeah, exactly. Like Hartford had more fans than Westchester. I wouldn't doubt that. It's it's hard when you don't put a good product on the field to then go into a market where there's so much other stuff to do. I mean, shoot, with AV Alta, if AV Alta had the season that Westchester had, I don't think it would be as bad, but it's man, there's other stuff to do, like at a certain extent in some of these more metro areas. Like maybe Alta's a bad example because they are a little bit further out. So I do think that community would buy in regardless. But it's pretty simple. If you just can't win games, especially at home, and you're losing like all your matches at home, you're not going to draw interest, no matter how kind of into it, the fan base is and stuff. Again, there's exceptions. Portland, I think, could maybe tally 10 points over the course of a season and still sell out every game, but they're just a freak of nature. Yeah, yeah. I know the club is, yeah, it's still a continuation. And that's my only thing where I'm not going to be, 100%, because I do agree with Monstro over here. Like, I don't see both of them lasting long term, even though they are different parts of the metro area there. As of now, I would say Hudson River Hive and, the Cosmos probably outlast them. But again, I need to see it to believe it with the Cosmos. And I just think I don't know, man. It's different, people running the club. It is still continuation, but they failed twice as a club, like for a reason. I get it's tough to sustain and everything like that in these lower leagues. But man, I mean, you had a club with Pele, and that didn't last very long. And then you tried another iteration. So that's the only reason I'm not saying it's like, oh, I do agree that there's only going to be one probably. And hopefully, this is, hopefully they both are thriving, sustainable clubs 5-10 years down the road. But if you had to say, oh, one has to say, I'm not saying it's Cosmos as a runaway right now, just because they've already not done everything too well as a club twice. But again, I have higher hopes. And I wasn't following USL as much back in, I think it was 2013 or something like that was their last series. So I'm not as educated. I'm not going to act like I'm educated on the subject as can be. Um, no, exactly. And Hartford's also one of those too. Like you guys have a great fan base. It's exactly. And then Pro Rel throws a whole wrench in this. And that's where it gets, that is a good point. Yeah. I am being a little unfair to Cosmos specifically. Yeah, you're right. If an entire league folds, am I really going to blame the club itself? So you're right. But again, I still have to see it to believe it to a certain extent. But again, from talking with you guys at Hudson River Hive and doing a lot of deep dives on the Cosmos, I definitely have much higher hopes this time than that second iteration in kind of the 2010s. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to. This was the one. So we were talking about Augie Williams earlier. So if Augie's out from Pittsburgh, man, Pittsburgh has done an amazing job to replace Augie Williams, man, because oh my gosh, Augie Williams is such a good player, and he's that perfect hold-up player. And they then bring in Trevor Amon from Tulsa, uh, who's a great, kind of second option to Dequa out of Rhode Island. one of my favorite players to watch this league. I know you're not going to love to hear that, Monstro, but I think even you could respect that Dequa is a really quality player. And I think to sort of for Pittsburgh, that was kind of the fear. I'll get into Knoxville a little bit later, where Knoxville just got shelled roster wise this year. And they're rebuilding the right way, I think, with a lot of young talent. But I mean, when you win a title in a lower league, you're going to get a lot of guys poached. And Pittsburgh, it wasn't as much going to the next level, but Pittsburgh got most of their roster poached. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Augie's a great fit. I'm more just saying for Pittsburgh's perspective, to replace him with Dequa and then also have Trevor Amon out of Tulsa, I was really worried at how Pittsburgh, after a title, like in any sport, that is a good point. Yeah, I was at that game. Yeah. No, but it was overall, I mean, all jokes aside, Dequa, even from a Hartford fan, you got to respect he is a class quality player. So I think Pittsburgh did a really good job to kind of replace him there. One of the ones I'm trying to think, I want to go off ones while I got fans of the teams in the chat. I haven't, I'll be real, up until this point, I'm going to try and do like every couple week or a couple times a week live stream. So I'm going to get more into USL 1 at another time and really dive deep into Cosmos and a lot of the new teams. I think that's what I'm going to do either later this week or early next week, is do one with a lot of the newcomer teams. I'm touching on a lot of the kind of existing ones today later in the stream, but what's it called? Oh yeah, come on, you Irons. I got one back here. It's like a West Ham book thing. I have the London Stadium street address there. But what's it called? I'm gonna get more into USL 1 and like Cosmos and Boise. I mean, Boise's done some crazy stuff. I was saying early. I think they're doing the right thing, but I'm trying to blank on where I was going with that. Oh, just in terms of these title-winning teams, man. Hey, what's up, Dakota? So yeah, I'll go into Knoxville right now, where it's more. So Murphy Jr. and I think it's pronounced Linares. Hey, what's up, Dakota? Good to see you, man. So talking about Knoxville right now, you correct me. It's Linares is how my white self would pronounce it. Again, that's usually not right. But what's it called? Those are great additions. I'm with Knoxville, and again, this is going to happen in any lower league. When you win a title, you're going to get shelled, and it's a little bit different when you're championship, because I feel like that move from championship to MLS isn't as not accepted. I also just realized I'm on the Portland Metro thing. I might as well go back to the transfers. But what's it called? I'm just so I'm. You guys are rebuilding the right way in Knoxville, and I like that, where it's so many of these young guys. It's a lot of college players. That kid out of Ohio State, I'm biased because I'm an Ohio State fan, but he's a stud. But it's so cool that you can kind of rebuild with such a young team. I think it's you guys are rebuilding the right way. I hate to be a downer. I don't think next year is a real contending year, but who knows with USL League One? You have these teams. I mean, youth doesn't really mean that much. It can honestly be a huge bonus, but Knoxville's rebuilding to where they can legitimately just be like a dynasty. This might be their one, like, I don't know how to put it in like other pro sports terms, like the Warriors 2016 or so, or like one of those years where then like that. I think you guys are rebuilding going into the pro rel year. You guys are rebuilding perfectly, and it might not be, the best year this specific year. And I think a lot of Knoxville fans could agree with that. But hey, you won it all last year, and you're putting yourself in a great spot for sustainability, which is like the key word that I think a lot of these clubs are getting. Like that's where, man, Rowdies is like one of these clubs that is such a staple, and they know what they're doing a lot better than I would. That front office definitely knows what they're doing, but it's like, man, they're just signing everybody, like everybody good too. I'm just like, man, I get it. You have a really disappointing year last year in terms of Rowdy's standards, but man, like they were just buying everybody. I mean, I'll go in here. Surprise, honestly, I guess they did most of their moves over the last few weeks. So not a lot in the last few days. But I mean, look at these arrivals, man. That is ridiculous. Oh, no ads. Look at these market values too. I really, and they definitely, I hope, know what they're doing. And to be fair, they did lose a lot of people too. But look at the money coming out as opposed to coming in. So total, 2.95 mil of departures. 5.25 mil in arrivals. Sue me, I don't know if the Rowdies are doing, 3 mil in profits. Like, you still gotta pay these guys. Like, I don't know, man. I love teams going all out and really trying to, like, go all out, but, I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't think I've and again, I'm not too yeah, it's I respect it, and that fan base has to be so hyped to be like, "Oh, we had one kinda, year. We're one of the more historic franchises in, like, soccer, let alone USL." And it's like, now they're really I mean, some of these names, like, I had him in there. Carson Henderlong, anybody who watched the USL 1 or Naples, man, he is legit, and he was one of the few players it was like him, Reed Steven, a couple of the Knoxville guys, in full disclosure too, whereas, like, there's very few players. I had David Garcia up in Spokane. There's certain players where you watch them and anybody like I'm not even saying I know ball totally, but it's like anybody who moderately understands ball is like, "Oh, that guy can play at the next level." And I felt that with Reed Steven. I felt that with Henderlong. I mean, I'll be real, I mean, Westchester fans probably won't like this, but I think a lot of the fans in the USL, I remember talking about it with you guys at the Knoxville after party kind of thing. It's I think it should have been Reed Steven or even Henderlong over JC Obregon for that player of the year. Not knocking JC Obregon. I think he is a quality player. But man, when you score like a little under half of your goals through penalties and you're clearly not, carrying a team to the point where I mean they had a terrible year. Not saying that's his fault, but it's like I don't look at JC Obregon as a guy that's like, oh, he's gonna step into a USL championship starting lineup immediately and really make an impact. I do feel that with Carson Henderlong, where I think that Carson Henderlong is one of those guys. I mean, even Charlie Elstrom, beast. This was the one thing. Oh my gosh, which team was it? So you could say this. Yes, Josh, I'm down for rematch. I'm so down, dude. I love rematch. Uh, so here, let me look at this is just an interesting one where I was kind of doing research on this the last few days. Look at this goalkeeper room. Yeah, squad by position. Look at this goalkeeper room for Rowdies and tell me this is like just like what are we doing here? Jamali Waite, Austin Peck, Bill Hamid, and Bandre. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, white boy pronunciations here. All four of these guys, I think, could legitimately start in the USL Championship. And yeah, no, I see what you're saying there with the Omaha comparison. What is this? Why on earth do you have 4 starting quality I mean, Hamid was just in the MLS, right, and actually starting matches? Like, what as a former goalkeeper, not at this level, but as a former goalkeeper myself, I'm like, I love to see it. Man, what are we doing? There are 4 starting caliber exactly. Like, all these guys are wait, I think it was El Paso last year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, yeah, he's gotten called up to Jamaica, like yeah, El Paso. What are we doing here? I was going through and this, like, genuinely shocked me, and I mean, just the depth here. I'm gonna look, it's, love John Morrissey. Um, for Tampa Bay. Check out these if you're ever trying to do, like, a Timbers, that was it. Thank you, Hudson River. He was, like shout out John Morrissey, look at this website, for all your stuff. I mean, they don't even have the other 2 listed, but it's like this compare this to, like, every other one where they have 1 or 2 at each position. It's like 3 up top. I mean, you got Henderlong, Meyer, like, that's the crazy part. Henderlong's probably not even gonna start. Yeah, it's just I mean, that is a ridiculous already, and I don't even think this is, like, fully like, what are we doing? But no, so, alright, moving on to a few more. Taylor Maples out of, New Mexico. I think he was their player of the year. I could be wrong. If there's a New Mexico fan, call me out on that, but he's a stud. Colorado Springs is having a very sneaky good Colorado Springs is having a very sneaky good, window. They're not in any of the recent ones. As I say that, that's not a very good look. Or here. Yeah, welcome in. Everybody that's coming. Just going over some of the recent USL, not just Championship, but League One as well. Transfer moves, kind of getting caught up a little bit. Yeah, so Maple's in. Schutler, really quality goalkeeper. Love watching him at OC. Yeah, I mean, the guys they're bringing in, man. They got some studs, and it's a lot of vets too, which I always like. I know they had Hanya a few years ago too. He's kind of bounced around with loans and things like that. This is actually okay. I am so glad you asked, SLR. So this was the most hype one I was to talk about with the USL one. So I'm going to start off with the negatives, like losing Natty James, at least for now. I don't think he's re-signed with another club, but pretty sure Natty James is out from Portland. He posted like a whole goodbye. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'm confusing, but he still hasn't re-signed. I think at this point, that's safe to say. And then Vinberg as well. Losing them was really bad, but getting Terzaghi, oh my goodness, man. And I kind of root for Portland Arts of Pine. I feel like anybody who's like somewhat of a neutral does. AV Alta is my main team, but it's hard not to root for Portland, especially they were so nice to me when I went out there, and I like barely had a few hundred followers too. Terzaghi up top is terrifying for the rest of the league. And I'm terrified for the rest of the league right now because Hearts has that home field. They have traveling fans, and Hearts just their window has been ridiculous. Zion Scarlett is coming up from MLS NXT or MLS Next, but he's played for Greenville before, so he knows the league. So Natty, we're not sure. We think, yeah, no, and that's what I mean. Like Vinberg, quality player. He's definitely a guy he's not like one of those guys. Like Ollie Wright, in my eyes, was like one where it's unless he goes and you get him for a great fee to an upper tier, like you needed to keep Ollie Wright. He's one of those guys. JT's similar in mine. I'm a huge JT fan, as I'm sure a lot of Hearts fans are. Yeah. So no, I mean, and Bobby's a great coach too. That man definitely knows what he's doing. I talked to him a little bit just after the brutal Spokane loss, and it's just been all the players had a really, deservedly so. We're just real bummed out, but it's Bobby kind of kept it in perspective with a lot of the Hearts fans that travel and was like, man, yeah, this sucks, but there is there's clearly a long-term plan, which is huge, especially going into Pro Rel as well. Some water. But yeah, no, so let's look at their transfers. But overall, so I wrote with that, Zion Scarlett, I think is huge. Where else was it? Retaining Koulibaly. I know he went to France for a little bit. Then you guys got him mid-season. Retaining him is enormous. And that defense, again, I think keeping Koulibaly meant you can lose Vinberg, and it's not a huge hole. If anything, it might be an upgrade. Probably is. And that's no disrespect to Vinberg. Just Koulibaly is a different kind of quality, in my opinion. Espinoza as well, your right back that you guys just signed for Hearts. He has one of the highest ceilings of anybody that got signed in the USL one, and that includes a lot of the college guys. I think Espinoza has a real shot to be one of the guys that there's this certain when you're the lower league, it's always tough because it's like, hey, yeah, exactly. He retired. That was the deal with that Knoxville too. Knoxville just had two of their starters retire. Like that's why I kind of feel bad. It was Thomas and Johnson both retired. I think they're both British. Is James Thomas British? I need to get that right because wait. But no, just in general, I think Portland Hearts of Pine fans have so much reason to be really hyped, even more than they already should have. Just such a well-run club, man. It makes me like jealous that I'm not like a Portland resident going to each game. Like, they got it so well. Yeah, no, just in general, I think All right, so here I'm looking at the League One, just some of the more recent ones. Is that the second league in Israel? Because I was going to say, signing a guy. Yeah, okay, second tier. 'Cause I was going to say the Israeli league is pretty high level too. That's a crazy pickup, but that's still yeah. All right, home. Yeah, Donovan Williams. That's a guy for Knoxville that I really like. And again, I'm totally not biased at all as a diehard Ohio State fan. Yeah, go through a few more before we get to kind of some of the future plans. So Forster, I think, again, I'm so bad with pronunciations. It's spelled Ajago. I think it's Ajago. It might be a Yago. But Forster Ajago going from Real Salt Lake to Sacramento, huge for Sacramento. Just to kind of, I think Sacramento's got some guys leaving too. Let's look at their transfers. Yeah, so for 25, 26. Ooh, yeah, so that's what I mean. Arturo Rodriguez, huge. Forster, I think that's going to be one of those ones, man. Sacramento, I think Forster Ajago has a real chance for Golden Boot. I think just such a good player. Yeah, who'd they lose? I know they lost Roro to retirement. Oh yeah, Herrera. Yeah, Anamon. Okay. Wait, no, this is last year. What are we doing here? Okay. But just in general, man. Okay, see, so I was seeing this the other day. It's so dumb. It like mixes them between. Like it had me thinking Koulibaly for a second was like just a full fresh signing. I was like, wait, he played like 15 games. But yeah, so going down, I am his biggest fan, man, outside of his probably actual teams and family. Niall Reed-Steven. Oh my goodness. I am so hyped to see him in New Mexico. So I'm going to the New Mexico home opener. Okay, so he did play for Nashville. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, wait, that's what I want to look up. Because I know he didn't he come from RSL, or was that a loan type of vibe? Gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at navigating this site. Close on that first. But no, regardless, yeah, I think that's a huge signing. Gosh. Got transfer market with the ads. It's so annoying. I just need to buy the new one. I use it enough. There it is. I'm so dumb. Okay, yeah, so he was at Nashville. Okay. Yeah, 150K. Wait, so he just got drafted? How do you? I'm not even gonna pretend like I know MLS rules. But yeah, he's one of those guys. I could totally see him being a Golden Boot guy. I mean, just watching him at RSL too in the certain games, he's just a beast. And then yeah, Espinosa also beast. He played in the second tier of Brazil, I want to say, for Botafogo. So just one of these guys. Yeah, Botafogo U23s and Portugal. So he's one of those guys I think also has a ridiculously high ceiling. Okay, where else was I going with it? Arthur Rogers, center back from Tulsa to what's it called? From Tulsa to Miami. Miami's had another sneaky good. I mean, Miami's just one of those teams, man, where it's like when you don't have fans that show up to games, it's tough to like really care as a neutral about the team. Sue me. But I mean, I want to look at what's it called? The attendance. That was the attendance numbers, man, for Miami is brutal. I think they're getting outdrawn by like certain UPSL clubs on certain days. There we go. It's so funny too. It's like an Ohio State thing. The Miami FC, 1,000 fans, and that's an improvement last year. Like that just can't happen, man. But off the field, I think they've been doing good stuff. Yeah, so you don't have the Miami FC here, but no, they're this current window. Oh my gosh, just go all transfers. Yeah, exactly. In some of these numbers too, like they're definitely inflated. Yes, like Arthur Rogers. I mean, some of Indai, really great player. You got certain guys here. Again, I'm not a big South American. I don't know where Cusco is. Where is Cusco? Peru? Yeah. But Turnbridge, that was the one. I knew I was blanking on a name. Turnbridge is a beast. He's another one of those guys. Didn't love him in the penalty shootout in Spokane, but what's it called? Or not in Spokane, wherever that was. Just a crazy. I had them going so far, and I'm pretty sure he was one of the guys that either just skied it or Panenka'd it. But they've done a good job here. And I think that's kind of the first step. But again, you need fans to be a sustainable club, especially like I don't see how Miami FC gets the invite to the Division One. I think it's like pretty much a 0% chance right now. That's my one fear. But on paper, I like this. Bonfiglio is a big loss. But yeah, I like where Miami's headed on the field. I guess it would be off the field too because they haven't played yet, but not in the stands. Oh, the other one I touched on it earlier, but David Garcia going to where did he go? To Oakland, well deserved promotion. Yeah, still, dude, still, yeah. And that's the thing, like, man, again, it's like a kind of corny saying, but it's true. You can't buy fans. Like, they have all the money in the world. They construct pretty good rosters that always kind of underperform. And they have a really like fun play style too. Like I don't know, I like the way they play. It's a good mix of very direct, but then they also have like that kind of Miami, South Florida flair where they can play tiki taka and they have really talented, skilled players. Just doesn't really ever come out in wins or fans, which is always a bummer. Especially in Miami, there's never going to be enough teams in Miami, so that's one where I'm like, yeah, you got to share with Miami FC and a few of these lower level teams. And it's like, man, South Florida just in general, Naples like has like 3 different teams. It's like there's enough interest in Miami, and that's why it's such a bummer that Miami is just such a missed opportunity. I don't see any way they're not in League One or the equivalent, the second tier. It is, but at the same time, man, like they're not doing themselves any favors. And I think don't they play in a completely different area too? Am I tripping? I see, like even when I look up, I guess I just to kind of prove your point that it is tough to compete when they literally. Okay, yeah. So I remember seeing this. Where is it going to be? I know you'd said it earlier. Hudson River Hive. Oh, Homestead. Okay, I am not the biggest expert on. Okay, that's actually kind of sick. So they're just going to be the full other side from Fort Lauderdale. That's a good move. I do like that. Alrighty. True, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, so again, that's gonna be huge for Miami. But again, at the same time, they don't have fans to like carry over. So it's just I'm really concerned that that's gonna be one where they have this really nice stadium, all this stuff. Oh, really good team on the field, and just nobody cares because they didn't do the right things or just got dealt a bad hand as they were starting out. What else? Maxi Rodriguez, that midfield in Detroit is like ridiculous. I don't know how that's that's going to be a ridiculous midfield, and they solved something where they weren't great last year. Lalo Blancas, yeah. AC Miami would be sick, or what? Even dude, just change it to like AC Homestead. Where's like the Florida City, Leisure City FC? I don't know, man. Just something to differentiate yourself, man. I guess yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch to call it like, yeah, South Miami. But yeah, again, it'd be nice to have Miami having a USL team that is good, especially with how many. I mean, the amount of Florida teams now is almost laughable. But if it works, it works. It is okay. See, so I'm like totally not well versed on Miami area demographics and geography. So again, that is cool, and I think maybe that's going to pay off, and they could find their niche, and that would be very nice. But again, sue me if I'm skeptical, just because just covering the league the last kind of 2 years, and then even before, man, that it just never has been great there. Last kind of transfer I'll touch on, unless some comes up in chat. Eric Dick going from Pittsburgh to Indy, huge. I mean, just can't say enough about Eric Dick, how good of a player he is. Really cool dude too, from what I've heard. And just kind of seen in interviews. It's the Patterson. There we go. I love it. I love the self-awareness. But hey, if it works, it works. Build it and they will come, as they say. What's the deal, Hudson River, on the Cosmos Stadium development? I've always been curious on that. I can also just look up because I don't know. Are there plans? I'm sure you know a lot better than me. Yeah, so I think it is. Is the plan just Hinchcliffe right now? But yeah, like I was saying, what's it called? Just with Eric Dick, arguably best goalie in the championship. There's a lot of them too, but with them losing Sulte and Pruder, that's huge. I used to train with Pruder too, back in LA. He's a lot better than me. There's a reason he's playing in now the MLS. I think he signed a first team contract. Gotcha. I actually haven't Hinchcliffe, because this is the one thing. Again, it is nicer, definitely, than the Westchester one. But again, it does give high school stadium vibes. Again, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of where the Birmingham plays. A lot smaller. Birmingham's is huge. Yeah, no, I figured as much. Yeah. No, so it's obviously can't alter. I mean, it would have to be just a fully new stadium somewhere else. But no, I mean, it does remind me a lot. Like, where's the Birmingham Legion? I'm blanking on the actual name of it. Like, it kind of gives me these vibes where UAB plays. It's kind of like a lower level college one. This reminds me of this reminds me of, again, it's a little bit nicer than a lot of high school stadiums. This reminds me a lot of what's it called? Oh my gosh, like where like an FCS team would play, like an Ivy League school or something. Like one of the ones that would, they were like winning everything in like 1912 on college football or something. But no, yeah, I mean, can work. Like, I mean, Legion Field is way too big for Birmingham Legion. Like, look at that. And to be fair, all right, I thought they had one open thing at UAB. That is a bad comparison. I guess it kind of looks similar, but way bigger. But no, I think this works. The track sucks, obviously, but that's just an unfortunate reality of this level. I mean, Portland Hearts of Pine have a track and doesn't don't see that atmosphere really getting affected by it too much. Cosmos being the main tenant is huge too. And that's a nice thing too, even with like Fitzy. It's still like a high school stadium, but it's, Hearts have kind of made it their own. So I could see this being like, your own little kind of fortress. And I don't mean that to like belittle. It's just more, it's not the full what's it called? Kind of soccer specific stadium, but hey, at this level, you got to make it work. Westchester makes it work. What's it called? Portland makes it work. So many of these teams have tracks. That's the thing, though. Even though like the track gets covered, it's still that. And again, European, pretty much every stadium in Italy has this. Where I'm like, how do you enjoy as an ultra watching the game from? I mean, it seems like it's half a football field away from like the end line. So I get it's an unfortunate reality. At least a lot of these American ones, because they're the high school, whether it's Westchester or whether it's Portland, some of the other ones, it's like at least the main stands are in the middle of the field, as opposed to like, I just can't imagine like Olympiacos. I was watching their game yesterday, and it's like the ultras look like they're in a fully other like country. The track gets covered, yeah, and the grid. So yeah, no, the track getting covered is definitely good though, just for the optics too. Like it just looks better when it's covered. Yeah, true. It's like, oh, cool, we got Red Bull Arena. It's like this full thing. That is a good point. Yeah, beer is the answer. Beer is the answer to a lot of things. Alrighty here. Well, I gotta get better at changing around the this stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've got high hopes for Cosmos, but at the same time, I gotta see it before I believe it, and just fully get on board. But hey, I would have said the same thing with Portland last year. Just mainly, oh, like it's up in Portland, Maine. Who would think that would be crazy? And look at where they've gotten. One I actually want to look into before we hop off. I do want to see what Westchester's been doing. Because I know losing JC is obviously huge. Ooh, is that Iona? Yeah. Let's see. Gosh, these ads, man. They're all in German, too. Exactly. Hey, don't take it from me. I don't know anything. It should not disturb you. All right, so they're keeping most. And again, like that's what I was going to go in on, not a rant, but kind of go in with Alta on how Alta literally hasn't like announced a single signing. Then I've gotten people close to the club and stuff being like, hey, no, they have signings in the works, just haven't announced it. So that is why I'm not going to full on be like pessimistic. But yeah, I mean, looking here. All right, so 2 youth players up. Okiyoshi. That is an interesting signing. Come on. Let's see how he did. I remember that name. Okay, yeah, so he was a pretty consistent. Am I? Yeah, wait, no, I'm dumb. He played last year for Westchester. That's okay. So he's a mid-season loan. That's where I was like, what? But that's a cool one to keep. I don't know if that's what I mean. This is so confusing with. I do not know what that is for now. But yeah. Again, I should probably do one of these again in like a month where there's a little bit more like even I was trying to join up for what's up, Troy? Just started talking Hearts for a long time. It was what's it called? I'm curious to see because like I was doing prep for like the Coachella Valley Invitational too. And it's like they don't even have Timo Werner added. And it's like, I'm pretty sure he is fully signed to the Earthquakes. So it makes it very tough as somebody who covers this. Yeah, it's like he still says it's on Leipzig. Maybe, I guess, because it's not official yet. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty much set. So that's where I'm just like, it's so hard to do my job at this point in the year, or job, more like hobby. But I'm just like, how can I go over all these? But there are certain teams where we know it. Hearts is very good about posting their signings, unlike AV Alta. I get there's probably stuff that's behind the scenes that I do not know. But it's, again, I'm still an AV Alta fan. I don't go to all the games. I'm not like, a true supporter because I cover the league. It's like, man, I feel bad for all the homies out in, what's it called? Yeah, dude, come on. Hearts talk over the kids' practice. Come on, Troy. But no, it was basically just talking about how I really like their window right now. And I mean, I'll go over it again for you just a little bit. But I mean, losing Natty James, but was talking to somebody earlier. They might still be in the chat. I can't see like who's in the chat, just who's talking. But it's apparently Natty James. There's a rumor he has been re-signed, so that would be huge. Really, just losing Vinberg and upgrading. I mean, Zion Scarlet Beast, who's already played in the league. Terzaghi has, I think, 3 golden boots. It might be 2. But regardless, all-time league top scorer. Getting Evans from center back from Naples at center back, huge. That replaces Vinberg, along with retaining Koulibaly. Like, man, I was saying it earlier. I am terrified for the rest of the league because now Hearts has, in my opinion, to this point, with how many people have been just shelled from the upper league, from Championship, cleaning them out like Knoxville with retiring and things like that, or retirees, and then people getting upgrades or going to different leagues. Hearts is the only team that really didn't lose anybody and only upgraded significantly. So it's terrifying for the rest of the league because you have the fans, yeah, which leads to that home field. If Hearts can get one of those top 2 seeds and really control their destiny, which I think, honestly, as of now, Hearts would be my pick to finish first in the league by a long shot. I like what Naples is doing, even though they lost a few guys. I mean, Henderlong, like, it's me tough, but Naples is replaced well. Just a little bit more unproven. Man, look out for the Hearts. Hearts are terrifying right now in terms of the league. And they already were scary. They were kind of like a sleeping giant last year. I think they got unlucky. They were up in extra time, concede, and then, penalties comes down to a lot of luck, especially when you're on the road. It's tough. Man, Hearts is terrifying for the rest of the league right now. On the field, off the field, all around. And that has been a sufficient amount of bootlicking for Portland Arts of Pine. But it is deserved because they have had a crazy window, and also they do it right off the field. It's like the millionth time I've said that. But yeah, like I said, like Naples is another one that I really do like this year. Madison's done some good stuff too. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I mean. Getting Murphy Jr. Yeah, see, like Hudson River Hive's been in here, kind of chatting the whole time. Like, I'm very excited. I have a cautious optimism. There we go, Troy. Yeah, I think I picked you guys. Let me go to Tumbleweed Times. I think I picked you guys to be better rivals above Westchester and Cosmos. I might, or maybe I picked Westchester first. I thought I had it in here. I gotta find the link somewhere. Let me just go to Omaha's another one. You're right, Dakota. Yeah, no, I totally. What's it called? So right now, I would say it's. I think it's, for me. If I had to pick like a top kind of few, it'd definitely be Hearts. Then 1A, Omaha 1B. Both have retained and upgraded, which again, it's not rocket science. That's a pretty good equation. Retention, especially if you weren't bad, and upgrading. That's a little bit where Westchester scares me a little bit. And again, they were very young last year, but it's Westchester did a lot of Westchester did a lot of retention for a team that was not very competitive. And they just lost their top scorer. But again, it's still early in the window. That's why it's so weird doing this now. Because like some teams have signings and haven't announced. There's still a month left basically to get guys in to be ready by camp. So man, yeah. I again, it's tough. I really like Westchester and the people at Westchester, but man, they do a lot of retention and not a lot of upgrading so far. I still have hope. I'm so bad at navigating Substack. All right, whatever. But regardless, you guys, it was interchangeable basically. Westchester and Hearts, both with the Cosmos rival. And I remember being a little bit like, I'm really going to pick a team for my top two that hasn't even played a game yet, or the current iteration hasn't. That is a good point, Dakota. Hey, you got to beat the champ. You got to knock off the champ. Until you do that, then it's all pointless. I do think Knoxville is actually going to be they're going to surprise me and a lot of people this year. They're not going to surprise you guys because you guys all expect them to be as good as they usually are and have been the last few years. But hey, appreciate it, Kick a Ball Pod. I'm getting used to having the split screen chat. This is a lot better than just having one little screen. We're upgrades over here. Upgrades at Grassroots POV. Whew. See the messed up hairline for a sec. Yeah, no, this is the studio too. Got the whole got AV Alta in the back over there too. Got the IX. Got to represent. Yeah, Knoxville. It's so tough to say like, oh, Knoxville's a dark horse. They literally won the whole thing last year. But I think with the roster overturn, it's like it's not the craziest thing to say they are a dark horse. But again, it is like funny on paper to be like, yeah, no, the team who just dominated the entire year last year and won it dominantly like in a dominant fashion at home. Yeah, no, they're the dark horse. But with how much they lost to retirement and transfers, I get where you're coming from, and I would tend to agree with you. True, yeah. Well, with Ian Fuller, you're always going to be you're never going to be a laughing stock. You're never going to be like no matter the roster. It's as long as you have Ian Fuller at the helm, it will never be disjointed at the very least. Maybe you have a few rough patches here and there, but it will never be like a dumpster fire as long as Ian Fuller's there. My bad. See, I got to learn to just promo for Tumbleweed Times for the 4 people in here, but yeah. So again, I want to do another one of these once. I don't. No, I suppose the Leicester. I don't know. I don't think there is a Leicester anywhere. Because again, I think people realize that Ian Fuller like is kind of a wizard in a way. So I do think there is like a weird. It's more. I see where you're coming from, Hudson River Hive, but Leicester is just like I don't think you find Leicester in any closed league system. That kind of is like counter, not intuitive. That just doesn't make it fall under that because Leicester literally like came up like from the championship and won it first year and did all this stuff. It's kind of hard to have a close, especially when there's only like 13 teams in the league too. And that is no shout to Knoxville. It's more calling them a little bit more of a staple and stable organization than than Leicester, who was a little bit more of like a rags to riches. But talking to a lot of the Knoxville fans when I was out there the 2 times, they were like, if you asked us this 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, no, this would have been kind of crazy. So I see what you're saying. Not trying to knock it. Man. Again, not to. Also, there is no way that Texoma had 1,200 at each game. There's no physical way that that happened. And in all honesty, maybe Charlotte, but South Georgia 719 is not true. And I mean that it was lower. Gosh, man. Oh, one less reported match there. But yeah, no, just in general. So yeah, I do want to do another one of these once more signings are like official. It's so tough with these lower leagues, especially League One. I mean, my team, AV Alta, like hasn't announced anything. Knoxville played like a champion. Yeah, no, exactly. Tickets sold, and it's like that. That's where it's even funnier. Yeah, they gave away 800 tickets. They still didn't get 800. They couldn't even give away tickets, which is such a bummer too, because that Tormenta squad was very good. Knoxville definitely has D1 energy about him. Hey, what's up, Gage? How's your shift, man? Hopefully, I can. So here, what I'm gonna do too, I'll still talk ball a little bit, and then think in like 10 minutes, I am going to have here. Again, I get it might not be the most entertaining content, but I love doing the GeoGuessr stuff. And it'll just be up on the YouTube with football stadiums or soccer stadiums around the world. So my homie slash roommate, he's who I moved in here in the 2-bedroom place. He's gonna come in like 5 minutes. We're gonna do some GeoGuessr again. You can stay on it. It'll be a good time. But if not, but I do want to talk more ball. So let's see. Yeah, I could totally see Knoxville being one of those the Division One teams. The only issue, and I think USL, especially just a year out, is going to have to drop that to be in that. I think they're calling it the League One, the top tier in the pro rel. You have to leave. You have to lift that. I mean, Knoxville's not going to be able to build a 15,000 seater financially and like logistically in the next year to meet that kind of requirement that they're saying they're going to have. Don't think a lot of teams are going to be able to do that. But that aside, I mean, it sucks playing at a baseball stadium. They'll be the fans there will be the first to tell you not being able to put down the net because of the Smokies is very annoying during the regular season. Didn't have it for the final, thank goodness. But man, it's just that city loves them, and for big games they show out. And the on the field product is definitely D1 quality, and I think the off the field too with the fans and the club definitely is as well. It's just you got to get past the baseball stadium part, which you could say for probably half of the USL teams. So that's not a unique to Knoxville problem. But I do love it's my favorite chant throughout all my travels this summer is the watching One Knox win the Players Shield. We play football on a baseball field. The what a night! Oh my gosh, I still get that stuck in my head. It's almost like a flashback. It's like a Vietnam flashback, but like positive. Or I'll just be like chilling, playing a video game or something, and I'll just in my head I'm like we play football on a baseball field. It's just like implanted in my brain now. For good reason. Honestly, yeah, kick a ball. Sorry, I haven't been checking the YouTube as much. I think that's kind of what they're doing because they haven't announced a single player yet. And from what I've heard with people close to the club, just a couple sources, but it's going to be a lot of not USL League One recognized names. So a lot of college, a lot of academy players. So I do honestly think they are going to sign, especially the LAFC two. I mean, shoot, especially if you have the rights owned by LAFC, why wouldn't you get loaned to go play USL League One? I feel like it's. I'm not a big fan of MLS Next in general, but I do think that League One has this sort of. It's a little bit of a different vibe than MLS Next, at least for LAFC two. Just because LAFC two doesn't have like a crazy fan base or stuff like that. It's AV Alta has like a really just solid like community feel, and they have fans that come out and care about the game. I feel like you can't really replicate that. Otherwise, it's a little bit more like just training matches. Yeah, OCSE has been making moves. They're really building around Danny Stone's system too. I think Roots definitely make the playoffs. If they do not make the playoffs, that is especially in like the easiest league to make playoffs in conference by conference. It's a huge issue. I didn't think I remember putting out a blog. Let me see actually. Again, I hate being like negative, but I did put out a blog about I'm blanking on the guy's name. Failhaber. I called it from right then, man. Oh no. Are we just witnessing my oh my goodness. Well, I got to deal with that after. I wonder if oh, it's yeah, you know what? It's one of my cards. I had to get replaced, so they'd probably stop paying for the site. So I got to get that fixed. But no, I think Roots are definitely going in the right direction. I'm going to be out there for their home opener. It is the 14th when they play. I think it's New Mexico, and then I'm going to New Mexico's home opener too. But I'm really hyped to get out to Oakland, especially their home opener is always like a must see kind of thing because they like sell out the lower bowl basically at the Coliseum, which is like unheard of. Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. Roots is like Roots is just this weird one where it's I really started covering the league last year. That was a bad year to start covering the Roots. And again, like I was gonna pull it up. It's my website has apparently been taken down, so I gotta figure that out. But I didn't think the hire was good at the time. I thought it was knee jerk to fire the guy before as well. So it's more I don't know. A little bit more of a see it to believe it with Roots, but on the field, you're right with these moves. Let's look at these moves. And again, it's tough to see because some of these are like, loans and things like that from last season. But, all right, yeah. See, oh, wow. So they just raided Loudon. That was the one I talked about it earlier, Kickaball. I don't think you were on yet. It was David Garcia is one of the few players in USL League One where you watch him in person or even on TV and you go, that guy can play at the next level and be dropped into a lineup tomorrow and be an impactful player. He won't be a hole on the field. I think David Garcia is huge, especially after they lost a few guys. I mean, that's a lot of these guys, like, yeah, just went down to their like that's not even technically like leaving, it's just a loan. Man, yeah, I think Roots could be something special this year. Knee jerk reaction would be 6 seed though, just because I think you still have Sacramento is always going to be there in my opinion. OCSC I think makes a huge step this year. I mean, this is kind of the do or die year for Danny Stone too. But and if not, I'm sure Danny Stone will just go to another USL championship side like he seems to do each time. But I don't know, man. It's a little bit more of a see it to believe it for them to be like a powerhouse. But I do think they will be definitely a playoff team. And you could not say that last year. I mean, I went to when they played Phoenix Rising last year. Man, they went up 3-0 within 20 minutes. That was the one I went to with my buddy who we just went as fans. I still was like kind of covering it, but we got like the unlimited beer and stuff like that. It was a great time, but it was man, that was tough to watch even as like a Phoenix Rising fan for the day or like cosplaying as one. That was even tough to watch. And like you just got Failhaber like high-fiving all those players going off like, yeah, we got to draw on the road. Yeah, we were up 3-0 like into the second half. Like, ugh. Oh, they did? Fat minute. All right, wait. I need to look up this because I was literally looking at that up yesterday. Thank you for the heads up. That is clutch. Do you know where they announced it on? Was it Instagram? I doubt it's going to be on their main schedule. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes. Okay, dude, I'm going to some of these. That is UNLV is a cool one. OCSC, I'm definitely going to that one. I think I have the 21st free. Yeah, I basically have all of February free except Coachella Valley. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a crazy one. Hopefully it's, you know what? I'm tripping. It's probably not going to be open doors. You know what? I'm going to ask. Are all these going to be able to be attended by fans? Some tells me I doubt the the JUCO. See, I need to get out to watch your guys the JUCO select team. Are you guys, is that the same one that's doing USL League 2 this year? Because I've seen you guys promoting that and looking for players, or more like the housing and things like that, the host families. That's gonna be sick. The Alta Academy is good too. I mean, there's so much talent out there. I remember we'd go out there, and when we were playing, I was playing for a Beach FC back in the day, like I don't know, 8 years ago, a little less. We'd always go out, and the Lancaster teams would always be tough. There's a lot of like unrecognized talent playing at all the levels there. But yeah, no, I like that's the one. If I can get out to that is literally a 20-minute drive from me. One time I want to take just to kind of see it, take the Amtrak down there and see on the commuter. That'll be part of my plans. I'm having a what's it called? I'm doing a Amtrak trip, like 17 hours over to New Mexico to kind of do a video on like how tough it is to get to away days. So what is that logo? I'm like, can anybody help me out with this one? I can't like, or here, image search. Let's see. CSUN. Okay, thank you. That's where my parents went, or my mom went there. Okay, CSUN. Gotcha. Yeah. No, yeah, that's where my mom went to school. I probably should have known that. I'm used to. Don't they have the Matador? That's their normal one. I guess they use like the school seals on this, not their mascot. So that's what threw me off. Yeah, no, kick a ball putt. I need to get out there for those. I'm so hyped to come out and watch. It's yeah, I mean, clearly they're really just it's basically just colleges and OC, which I guess is a good way to ramp it up. You get one higher level, you get kind of three should be lower levels. Kickball, you know better than me. Is it it's all the like school seals that you'd see like on like an acceptance letter or something. It's not like the actual logos. I mean, obviously I know UCR and UNLV. This one I like, like zoom. But yeah. All right, I'll still be all right. So my homie Adam's gonna come in here. Yeah, Adam, you can pull in. My bad. I got on a side tangent. They announced the AV Alta preseason. Ba-bum. You're here in front of a whopping 6 people across yeah, no, we're going global here. Yeah, just pull up. All right.
What's up, y'all?
This is my homie Adam.
How's it going?
Roomy. All right. We're big GeoGuessr guys. So I'm logged in. Also, keep if you type stuff in chat, I'll still be able to like talk about ball and stuff. I might just be a little preoccupied.
I'll take over if they ask questions.
Yeah, exactly. Now you'll start spitting facts about USL soccer. This was the good one. Also, whoever's still in chat, I get it. It always drops off a little bit when we do GeoGuessr. This is more for us. But what's it called? Please help out.
Say we're having fun.
I know if Scissortail pulls back in here, I know he's always the goat with helping with these. The last time we did this. All right, we're not on a. Where is the soccer stadium? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Something Con Gate. Okay,
Yeah.
well that's all right, dang, they really go they really go grassroots here. Let's look for other clues. What is Tullet? I have no clue. Master Trims.
English speaking.
Yeah,
At least
well, but
partially.
I think it. I mean, again, pardon me if some of this comes off like racist in any way or something, but part of this is also looking at the demographics of people. So like, it does look. See, like Mopes, something Spanish speaking.
What are you thinking? Like South America?
I don't know, dude. I was thinking like,
Africa.
oh, reggae. Well, that's Savannah. It's Savannah, Georgia. Well, so it does say Savannah. Where is a Savannah city that isn't in Georgia? I want to say like Jamaica. No, they have tuk-tuks. I don't know. You poke around a little bit.
It could be South America or South
Caribbean?
Asia with the.
Oh yeah,
tuk-tuks.
that's what I mean. And it's like everybody. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I have no idea. This could be 3 different continents.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right. Well, okay, go down a little bit more, and then we'll at a certain point we just gotta call it. There are tuk-tuks. Yeah, this makes me think like Southeast Asia.
Yeah, but
we still got 5 people in here. POA. Usually, like those are like the ones where it shows like it's some country acronym.
Oh shoot! Did I go too far?
Cambodia, maybe.
I zoom.
Oh yeah, it's like that. Or you go both at once. Oh, here. It's gonna stand. Yeah, like.
Oh, okay.
You have to keep the mouse on that screen.
Oh, that's as much as I can zoom in.
Honestly, just for the sake of choosing one, I'm gonna go Cambodia, like somewhere there.
Dude, where's Cambodia?
Isn't it? It's somewhere over there. There we go. I mean, it could be like, yeah.
Cambodia. I'm looking for it, man.
Right there.
Oh shit.
Just go like the biggest city. Yeah, we'll move on.
It's more south than that, dude. Just watch.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it could be. Yeah. Oh my god. So, it's Africa,
dude. It's more south. See?
Yeah, you're right. It's Kenya. All right. England.
This soccer stadium, yeah.
Oh yeah, read the sign. Yeah. Well, never mind. All right, well, it's something like either Russian or like Russia, USSR vibes.
Yeah, definitely Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Walk
around a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put a 1-minute timer, so we actually have some. Yeah, so we're not just taking forever.
All right.
All right. Minute starts now.
Let's check out the demographics.
This feels mean, but it looks a little bit like too like happy to be like certain certain countries and like like USS like it's USSR, like half these places look it's like metal not metal buildings but like dark stone.
What's a warm Eastern European country? Aren't they?
I mean, there's one of them, maybe one of them that's like around the Baltic, like here, like that has an ocean. This reminds me of like an ocean. Ooh. What is this country? Is that also just part of Moldova? Oh no, it's part of Ukraine. Honestly,
you want to go like the
Odessa
coast of Ukraine?
Yeah,
Odessa.
What do you think? Maybe somewhere where there's more green.
The language does look similar on that map.
No, it does. Like I think, honestly, if we're even just in the ballpark,
go Odessa. Dude.
Yeah. So it was Russia. We weren't far off.
Okay. I like how it's just perfectly south of it.
All right, we got a minute.
Okay.
So stadium's behind. Ooh, all right. So it's a bigger one. Maybe zoom in on like the stadium. Like, yeah. Because there's always signs like around the stadium. Whoops. Oh yeah,
language here.
It's a sign. All right,
so we're
is
that Japanese?
I don't know. Those
Or is it
characters
Mandarin?
don't.
This looks like Mandarin, but also the characters are kind of similar.
Yeah, you would know Mandarin more than me.
Yeah.
I took Spanish in high school.
I'm pretty sure this is people and mouth.
This does look like a Chinese stadium, though.
It does. It kind of looks like. Yeah, it kind of looks like the one in.
But again, that doesn't narrow it down at all. In China, even if we get China, it's like
Yeah, China's too big. But I have no knowledge of like.
it's definitely not like a major city because there's too much green.
Let's find this on the map, man. This is definitely China.
All right,
It's China, dude. It's.
I think we just go to a green part of China. Sichuan or Chongqing? Like, for the sake of it, Wuhan. Unironically,
Wuhan
it could
was
be
like
Wuhan.
a joke in Mandarin class, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it.
Oh, it was Japan. Damn it.
What city is Japan? Oh crap! Excuse my
We're gonna
language.
find out. Oh, I gotta be careful saying that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know who plays there. All right. We have 2 more in this round, and then we'll try and better our score the next one. All right, this looks like Eastern European.
Yeah,
Might just be a cloudy day in like Birmingham.
I think it's got that Europe sign. This is a stadium.
I know.
English pole.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of the Eastern European ones have. All right, let's get moving. That's a surprise.
Okay. Now I'm thinking.
They're driving on the right side of the road.
Now I'm thinking. Wait, right side of the road. Yeah, that is.
So that eliminates a lot of Southeast Asia, because the Brits all.
Also,
starlets.
Also Africa too, right?
Yeah, but so much of Africa. Maybe it's one of the French, like not domestic. What do you call it? Colonized ones.
So
because it is right side. It's so much of like Africa is the left side of the road, just because England had their paws all over it.
Was Spain?
Yeah, they were too.
Spain was left side or right side of the road.
I think everywhere's right side except British ones.
This can't be Brazil. No.
I mean, all the signs are in English. All right, we got to give ourselves a time limit here. I mean, all the street signs are in English too. All right.
Not the U.S.
Where in Africa do we go? Do we both agree it's somewhere?
It's in Africa for sure.
Honestly, Kenya maybe again? Because Kenya has enough English speaking.
Ethiopia.
Yeah. Dear Dawa?
Sure did.
Yeah, why not? Oh, Senegal. Did you it was somebody in the chat called? All right, Senegal would have.
Someone said
Dakota.
That?
Yeah, Dakota's the homie.
That's crazy.
That was definitely
Good job.
A way better one than us. Yes, it was Ghana. It was Accra. Yeah. Good call though. It was Western. All right, last one for this round, and then we're gonna try and beat our score, and then I think we're gonna hop off.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I gotta get.
Yeah, you. I know I'm hungry.
This is stadium.
This guy actually has like a full-time job, unlike me.
Yeah, 10-hour shift, and now I'm here.
Yeah, now he's
for the fans. I do it for the fans.
The stadium's like under construction. Oh, fair.
This is a
good call. Yeah, Dakota, you're the homie on this. That's a Mexican chain. Yeah, Oxo.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
All right, but now we can still narrow it down. Here, I'll give us like 45 seconds to narrow it down.
Okay, wait. Is that a jersey?
Is it?
No, that's like
an employee it's thing. A uniform. Just anything with a city. Dakota, if you know.
I think it's
move around over like the town. We got 20 seconds.
This is Cabo, dude.
Cabo like barely has a team.
Well, the stadium wasn't very big.
It is true. Low key.
It's a pretty small.
I feel like it wouldn't be. I don't know, man. It's just Cabo's so far away. Oh yeah, look at that one quick, and then we'll have to decide one. Oh wait. Okay, go back. There was a municipal truck down the road towards the stadium. Go back and find it. Because then it tells you the municipality.
What, this one?
No, I don't think it was that one.
What even is a municipal truck?
It's it's the municipalities are like what it's their states basically. I think this could also be the dumbest thing I've ever said. Zoom in. Veracruz. Great call, Dakota.
I called it. Pointed out.
Isn't Veracruz
I don't know where
is
Veracruz
a
is.
state or a municipality, right?
Oh, down there. Go down. It's right there.
Yep. Good call.
Bang.
And then I guess we just go biggest city, right, to increase our odds.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bang.
Dakota, you're the homie.
100 miles.
All right, we're just gonna try and match this. We'll be a little quicker, and then we're hopping off. All right, so
What, like speed round? Is that what you mean?
No, more just like I want to beat 4,258, but I do want to. We gave ourselves way too much time.
Yeah, no. I'll do timer.
All right, cool. Go like a minute 15.
Minute 15. Okay. Yeah, we're not very good at this game, so I don't.
All right, we're gonna do 7,000. All right, I'll write down the score. So we got to beat 7,038. I'm gonna like log these each live stream too. Alrighty. Boom.
15 pulled up.
All right. Go.
We got a lot
Spanish
there.
speaking, but that does not narrow it down. Before we like select it, I'll look at the chat, Dakota. So just yell out whatever.
This is a stadium. It's not a stadium.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
dude, it's
field.
over 2,000 stadiums across. These stop signs are
Europe.
European, right? Yeah.
Schroeder.
Some
What are those signs
UK
like?
maybe.
I'm trying to-
UK or I think in Portugal too, because there was stuff in like either Portuguese or Spanish. I just went back.
I don't think it's the UK. There's two dots. Over
Portugal,
the O.
right? pt.lu. I guess that's Portugal. This looks like
Do it,
Portuguese too.
I think
we still have 28 seconds to find a city. Colmarberg? No, that doesn't say.
I think you got to jump to another spot.
Zoom out. That doesn't say city. Yeah, Dakota, if you can't find the city on this, then I think we're just going to have to go. But this doesn't look like a big city. I get they have suburbs and stuff or like outskirts, but this does not look like a Lisbon.
That's time.
All right.
That's a weird light.
I know. Man.
I feel like someone would know the location of that light.
Yeah, Braga. Braga's a little bit more out there. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a very populated city. Very dense.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go Braga. Fuck. Sorry. Not supposed to curse, but.
Oh my gosh.
Got the pt.lu. Yeah. What was pt. Oh.
They got a
Go to the side. So we can get a better, like, actually read out what that is.
Wait, what flag is this?
Well, that's Spain, but
okay, so we're in Spain.
And I think that said Española. Go look at the name of the
This one here.
Española. Dakota, you might know the exact one. Go a little bit. Yeah, that truck's gonna like block the view of what the team name is. Go back to see if you can see though. Yeah, I don't. Oh my! Could it be Luxembourg? Union Española. What city is that? I am not very.
What this?
Yeah, that's what. No, that's Dakota said Union Española.
What's it?
I just don't know
Guessing
because
it's
that
this,
doesn't necessarily. I don't think Española is a city.
What's
is
it say on the side there? Yeah, it does say Española. Union Española.
I mean,
have
maybe
no
that
idea
is
what
a
the-
city in Spain.
I don't know how we're gonna get the city from this if you don't know the location of the stadium. You know?
No, exactly. Well, I don't think Española probably just means like Spanish.
Yeah.
All right, zoom in here. This will be our last. Oh, all right, Santa Laura and Huanco.
All right, find the street.
Yeah. No, I think those are. Oh, is that just street? That's not. Okay, is Española a city? I don't think so. I know it doesn't look Spanish. It All right. I'm Breaking Bad. I'm gonna go with Salamanca. Oh my
Bruh.
goodness. Is that Chile? It's in Santiago. Yeah, all right. It was not very Spanish.
Was Chile
All right.
Spanish?
Start timer.
Oh yeah. Shit.
All right, let's see the stadium first. All right, well, this looks more Spanish because I think that's probably the province. Yeah, it's EU. That's Spanish. Oh, San Sebastian. Okay, I've been here on vacation when I was very young. Where is San Sebastian? I think this is like their second tier team. Where is San Sebastian? Oh my goodness. I guess we have time to choose it. Is it near Barcelona? I swear it was a bigger. I know it's on a beach.
If you were there on vacation, it must be by a big city, yeah.
Well, we went Barcelona and then San Sebastian, but I think we flew. But it's on a beach, so it's one of these. It's not Gibraltar. Dude. I know it's a bigger city. They have a Real Sociedad. It is north? Okay. Oop, nope, did not mean to go there.
Oh, there, to the right.
There it is, Donostia, San Sebastian. Okay. And now we can try and get it real nice. Is there...
I don't know how you'd be able to tell
Yeah.
where the stadium is.
I'm going to go over here because I think Real Sociedad's over there. So there's no way they're like that close to each other.
Ooh,
it was in Madrid? All right, whatever.
Mm.
I think that still is going to set us up.
Oh, it said there was San Sebastian there too. Did we get this earlier?
No, so this is just how stadiums look. Portuguese? Yeah, we need to move. I think that's Portuguese.
Oh, what did that one say?
Oop.
That's not.
Go down. Oop. More.
I thought it said.
Again, it's Portuguese. If there's certain words, Portuguese and Spanish go. I cannot tell them apart, and I actually know Spanish somewhat well. This is just a neighborhood. Lima? Peru?
It's pretty green. South America.
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. Again, it could be Lima as something else, but that's our best bet.
Yeah. No, that's got to be it. Dang.
We're getting close-ish, but yeah, no.
Yeah, didn't we already beat last?
No, we haven't. It's so what is it? 6,000. So we need 1,000, a little under 1,000 to beat it. This is the
start the next timer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what we thought too, Dakota. Yeah, we just got the wrong Spanish speaking. Stadion. That language. It looks familiar.
Looks wealthy.
Europe, right?
For sure, Europe.
Oh my God, stop expanding. All right. Yeah, what? All right, last one. We just need to get 1,000. At least we narrowed it down to Europe. What is this? Tennis?
2 white kids.
2 white kids. Ooh.
Kalev. Oh, that's a tennis.
I want to .e. Yeah, that's just Europe, right? I want to say Sweden is what? Sweden or Finland? I think that might just be the blue throwing me off, but for some reason I'm feeling Finland.
I like it. Put it like
I kind of like Sweden, like one of the big.
I say put it east or west, depending on the country, to get close to the other one.
Well, that's right. This is kind of in the middle because this could be Norway too.
Oh,
it's all white kids with yeah. It could be Germany too. You know what? Let's go Finland, Turku. Come on.
Hey.
Bang. We got it.
Nice. Way to go, guys.
All right. Guys, it's really just Dakota carrying us.
Yeah. Thanks, Dakota.
Good stuff, Dakota. This is a good omen for one Knoxville to close the year. But yeah, all right. We will end it here. I'll probably do another one next week or the week after, and once more transfers come out. But thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, Dakota.
Later, y'all.
Bye. Dinner time.
I know. Don't say anything.